Hey guys, how is it going? It is S2G and welcome to yet another one of these FIFA 19 experiment videos, and today we're doing something a bit insane. I've gone ahead and created every single starting 11 player from that Arsenal Invincible squad that of course won the Premier League without losing a single game, with the likes of Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, Patrick Vieira, Kolo Toure, Sol Campbell, the list just goes on, Robert Pires as well. I've gone ahead and created all these players, given them accurate ratings and even player faces for the most part, and we're going to be putting this Invincible Arsenal side up against the current Arsenal side in an AI versus AI match. Should be a fun experiment. I mean, talking about the current Arsenal team though, I think it's fair to say things aren't going well for Unai Emery's team. I mean, issues with Ozil, and also Arsenal recently lost to Bate Borisov in the Europa League. I'm not kidding, that actually happened. And I think today's experiment we'll find out just how bad this current Arsenal team is, and of course how good the Arsenal Invincible side was, led by Thierry Henry and of course coached by Arsene Wenger. So it should be a pretty fun experiment to watch, and if you guys are enjoying these experiment videos, I'd really appreciate you guys dropping a like on the video. It took me so much time to make this video because I had to individually create all these players and give them accurate player faces and all that, so a like would be genuinely appreciated. And if you're watching my experiments for the first time, do subscribe for more of them. And here we go guys, this is the Invincible Arsenal team in a 4-4-2 formation. I'm trying to replicate the same tactics Wenger used back then. And of course Bergkamp playing in a bit of a more centre forward role as the number 10, I should say. So look at this guys, Henry and Bergkamp up front. I mean, what more do you need? We know how good Thierry Henry is. I mean, probably one of the best players the Premier League has ever seen. Bergkamp, the same can be said for him. One of his goals that he scored was just superb, you know, where he flicked it and then, oh, that was just brilliant. And of course in midfield you've got Robert Pires and Ljungberg on either side. We know how skillful Pires was, what a player indeed, and Ljungberg as well, the Swedish winger. Now in midfield it doesn't stop, the quality of this Invincible side is insane. Patrick Vieira, I mean, probably one of the best defensive midfielders this sport has ever seen, at least in the last few decades or so. I mean, he was literally the engine of this side. He captains the side as well, proper leader. And along with him, Gilberto Silva, a lot of people regard him as the unsung hero of the squad. In fact, he's actually won the World Cup with Brazil, if I'm not wrong. So that is a quality midfield pairing. Ashley Cole in that left back role. I'm sure Arsenal fans still are a bit annoyed with Ashley Cole joining Chelsea, but can't deny that he was brilliant that season. One of the major reasons why Arsenal went the entire Premier League season unbeaten was because of their defence. Sol Campbell and Kolo Toure were a fantastic pairing. Lauren as well, another one of these unsung heroes that this Arsenal Invincible side had, and Lehmann as well, what a keeper he was. And if you compare this Invincible Arsenal defense to the current Arsenal defense, it's actually hilarious, guys. But anyways, this is the first team of the Arsenal Invincible team, led by Thierry Henry, of course, and coached by Arsene Wenger. Here's the bench of the Invincible team. Honestly, it's not that impressive, I must say. And that's probably one of the reasons why Arsenal didn't go far in the Champions League that season. They got knocked out in the quarterfinals itself, I think to Chelsea if I'm not wrong. But anyways, this is the bench with Reyes, Edu as well, a Brazilian CDM, Martin Keown. I'm sure you guys would be seeing him now as a pundit on Sky Sports, etc. Kanu as well, very good striker. I think this was his last season as an Arsenal player, so he didn't really feature that much. Fabregas, an interesting story about him is that he actually joined Arsenal that very season they won the Premier League without losing a single game, but he wasn't given the medal because he actually didn't play a single game, so I've just put him on the bench because why not? He was Arsenal captain a few years later. Ray Parler as well, Gael Clichy as well. He didn't really get that much game time because of course, Ashley Cole, but this is the Invincible Arsenal team. Patrick Vieira to captain this side. Of course, we're going to see Henry taking free kicks. The long ones are going to be given to Bergkamp. Maybe he'll put in a cross to Henry or something. Dennis Bergkamp to take the penalties. In fact, you know what? I want to see Henry do the action. So he's going to be taking penalties. And Robert Pires with the corners. So here we have Aubameyang's current Arsenal team. And I must say, I mean, Aubameyang and Lacazette up front is pretty good. I mean, Ozil in behind them as well. Too bad Unai Emery has decided to completely just not use Mesut Ozil at all, which I find hilarious. And of course, Torreira, Xhaka and Guendouzi. Guendouzi has been one of Arsenal's best players this season, if I'm not wrong. He's only 71 rated, which is actually crazy. Xhaka is a bit of a wild one in midfield. Torreira has been impressive. A lot of people compare him now to N'Golo Kante. Nacho Monreal, Socrates, Koscielny at the back with Bellerin as well. On the bench, Arsenal have got Elneny, Mkhitaryan, Iwobi, Denis Suarez, Cech, Kolasinac and Mustafi. I had put Ramsey in there instead of Elneny, but because Ramsey's joining Juventus, I thought it's better to put Elneny, who gets a bit more game time than Ramsey in real life right now. But this is their bench. It's okay, nothing too impressive I must say. Denis Suarez, new signing from Barcelona on loan. Iwobi lacks the end product. Mkhitaryan hasn't managed to, get into any sort of good form for this Arsenal team. Mustafi makes ridiculous errors. Not the best of benches, I must say. But this is Aubameyang's Arsenal. We have Koscielny captaining this team with Aubameyang taking free kicks. Ozil's going to take the long ones. Aubameyang with the penalty duties as well. And Ozil with the corner taking duties. So this is Aubameyang's Arsenal. And it's time to have the match between Thierry Henry's invincible Arsenal up against the current Arsenal team. Probably the greatest Arsenal team ever up against the current Arsenal side that basically lost to Belarusian farmers. How bad can this go? Let's find out. Oh, here we go already. Robert Pires crossing this one in. Leno collects. The invincible Arsenal team already on the attack. This could turn out to be a bit of a disaster for the current Arsenal team. And also the home kit, of course, being worn by the invincible side and the away kit being worn by the current Arsenal team. Oh my god, they might have a chance here. It's Lacazette going forward. Can he cross this one in? Lacazette cuts inside on his right foot now. Still Lacazette. And that is brilliant defending. And look at Patrick Vieira come back and of course collect the ball and play it forward to Bergkamp. And here goes Thierry Henry on the counter-attack. It's Henry with the pace. Henry goes down inside the box. That's not like Henry. Oh, we still might have a chance here. It's Freddie Ljungberg who gets the shots off and Leno makes the save. Here's Thierry Henry wearing that number 14, lays it off to Patrick Vieira. Now Robert Pires back to Henry, gets the shot off the crossbar. That is so unlucky. Leno didn't even move. That's how good that shot was from Thierry Henry. He gets the ball once again in a dangerous position. Still Henry back to Robert Pires. But what was that for a shot? Bergkamp though took a shot from that angle. Didn't really score from that. But man, this invincible Arsenal side is causing the current Arsenal team a ton of problems. Mesut Ozil and Aubameyang linking up well. Still Mesut Ozil. Now Granit Xhaka. Xhaka inside to Ozil. Aubameyang with the shot. And what's just happened here? Aubameyang has put his team into the lead. What's going on here? Is this actually happening? The invincible side is a goal down to the current Arsenal side. The same team that lost to Belarusian farmers just a few days ago. I just don't understand what's happening. A fantastic goal from Aubameyang. We must give him credit for that. The finesse shot perfectly executed. No chance for Lehmann there, but what's going on here? Here's Ljungberg finding Thierry Henry. Henry out wide to Robert Pires. What can Pires do from here? Still Robert Pires. Now back to Thierry Henry. And there you go. The invincible team is back on level terms. Thierry Henry linking up really well with Robert Pires. And it's fantastic to see Henry score for Arsenal, wearing that number 14 shirt. Once again, the link-up play between Robert Pires and Henry was fantastic. Outside the boot finish from Henry as well. And now, it's back on level terms. It's game on. Let's see what happens. Ashley Cole out wide to Robert Pires. Maybe Pires and Henry can link up once again. Still Pires could cross this one in. Pires puts in a great ball and it's Dennis Bergkamp with the header off target. But again, Robert Pires is causing the current Arsenal team so many problems. There you go, that's another one of his fantastic crosses in this game. Half-time in this one, I must say I'm impressed with how well the current Arsenal team has coped. Unai Emery's boys are actually giving the Invincible team a good game in this one. Although I still feel like the Invincible team should be in the lead because they had way more chances. But second half yet to be played, let's see what happens. Back to Gilberto Silva. Now Robert Pires, who's probably been man of the match for me in this game. Ashley Cole now back to Robert Pires. Now it's Henry. Henry has also had a great game. Back to Ashley Cole. Looks like we're going to see some patient build-up play. Pires wins it. Gilberto Silva on the volley. What an attempt from the Brazilian, but Leno made a good save there. If I'm being honest, it's been a bit of a dull second half. I mean, both teams aren't really creating that much. And I don't know how this current Arsenal team is coping with this Invincible side. I guess it's FIFA, man. Sometimes FIFA is broken. Oh, Ozil, Aubameyang linking up well. It's Mesut Ozil with a chance. What a save from Lehmann. That was the chance for the current Arsenal team to get a massive win in this experiment over the Invincibles. Look at that build-up play between Ozil and Aubameyang. We know Ozil is world-class, and I just don't understand why Unai Emery doesn't start Mesut Ozil in real life. He's just so good. Here's Reyes now. Colo Torre, last few minutes of the game. Ashley Cole, inside to Fabregas. Now it's Bergkamp in behind to Patrick Vieira, making a brilliant run, and there you go. That is the winner. It is Patrick Vieira who has scored for the Invincibles, making a surging run from deep in midfield. And what a pass from, I think, Dennis Bergkamp, was it? Let's have a look at that again. It was brilliant play. It was Dennis Bergkamp. There you go. Bergkamp getting the assist for this one. What a strike from Patrick Vieira. What a goal. I mean, look at that. Outside the box even. The power behind that strike. And this is something Vieira did a lot back during the Invincible era. Unai Emery must be frustrated, but he looks like he's happy. What's going on here? But anyways, Patrick Vieira has put the Invincibles into a 2-1 advantage in added time. What a game of football this has been. And there you go, guys. The Invincibles have managed to win this one only by a small... And there you go, guys. Thierry Henry's Arsenal has managed to win this game, but only by a small margin, which I don't understand. I mean, how has the Invincible team not managed to score more goals against the current Arsenal team? But oh well, it is what it is. We saw some brilliant goals in this game. Aubameyang scored a worldie, and of course, Henry scored a great goal. Patrick Vieira as well in the 90th minute scoring the winner. But according to this FIFA 19 experiment, I think it's fair to say that even FIFA 19 agrees that, of course, Henry's Arsenal was way better than the current Arsenal, if that wasn't obvious enough. And that is it, guys, for today's experiment video. Really hope you guys are enjoying these experiment videos. These take quite a lot of time to make, so if you guys could drop a like in the video, that would be fantastic. And if you're watching my content for the very first time, do subscribe for more FIFA 19 experiments and more. Let me know what experiment we should do next, and I shall see you guys next time for another video on this channel.